My man and I just celebrated our 2-year anniversary, and I want to read to you the poem that I wrote for him, and it's called A Mountain of a Man. So here we go. I spent years mistaking storms for love, learning to tiptoe around thunder, holding my breath through every dark sky. And then you walked in, steady as a ridgeline, a mountain of a man carved from something solid, something that doesn't flinch when the weather changes. And you never asked me to be small. You never needed me to be quiet. You didn't treat my history like a burden or my voice like a threat. You met my trauma with calloused hands, the kind that builds things like houses and barns and gardens, but also safety and slow mornings and a life I didn't know I could have. We are messy sometimes. Disorganized hearts trying to speak through old wiring and old wounds. We can hit the edges of politics, but these difficult conversations still teach us where to grow. But the rest of the time, the laughter, the friendship, the road trips, the to-do list, the soft way you love my people, and how easily you sit at my family's table. That's the real map of us. You are the first man that did not confuse dominance with masculinity. And you fix things because you love creating, solving problems, not because you think it's a man's job. You listen, you learn, and you read the damn books and go to therapy. You do the work that most men run from. And every time you choose growth over your ego, I get to heal a little bit more. And you have given me generosity without strings, love without fear, partnership without power games. You've shown me what steady feels like, what safety feels like, what possibility feels like. 2 years in, and I still look at you and I see the same mountain man I met, strong, capable, and wild in the best way. But now I also see the softness underneath, the teddy bear, the heart you don't hide, the man who holds me when old ghosts rattle the windows and remind me that we are not who we were. And I love you not for what you have done for me, but for who you are at your core. A man who is steady without being rigid, strong without being hard, tender without fear, curious enough to grow, and brave enough to stay open. I love you because your heart is honest, your character is solid, your intentions are clean, and your very presence just feels like home. Loving you is easy because you are exactly who you say you are, a mountain of a man, with a soul that knows how to stand tall without ever having to make someone else feel small. You are a mountain of a man, and I am grateful every day that I get to climb this life with you by my side. Happy 2-year anniversary, babe.